right, all right. All y'all talking about I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. I get it, I get it. I did get a little behind there as I was updating things. Well, I was not updating things. I was posting on Facebook and on X, and so that's why I was a little late. I got sidetracked by a post from Watch It Played. But, you know, that's how it is. Shh, it's starting. Yeah, Luke. Yeah, be quiet. Yeah, keep it quiet, y'all. Keep it quiet. Keep it quiet. Got it, got it, got it. All right. Luke is here. Very good to see you. Tom is here. And apparently Maribeth is here as well. Al Hernandez is here. What's up? Good to see you. David Brownlee. Hello, hello. David Brownlee reminds us to move your top chat to live chat. So I have gone ahead and done that. Thank you for that reminder. A wizard arrives precisely when he means to, said the dwarf barbarian. I get it. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Now, I said earlier this week that I was going to try to get Thorgal, the board game here, down for solo today, and I'm just not comfortable enough with the rules yet. So I want to wait. Now, here's the thing. Monday is Veterans Day, and Jesse doesn't have to work. So I might. I'm going to have to look at it some more, but I might bring Jesse along with me for Thorgal on Monday. And that'll be on top of doing a fireside chat with Jesse as well. So so just hold on to your hats. I respect Portal. I respect the fact that Thorgal, it has some history with it being a comic book series and a beloved comic book series and all of that kind of stuff. So I want to do it right. I don't want to come at it half-gassed, if I can put it that way. So what I figured we would do is tackle the solo mode of Umbrella. This is a game that I've played before, so I'm already familiar with it. And that's one of the reasons why I went ahead and picked this one, because I just didn't feel comfortable with Thorgal yet. So I want to hit this one. And the solo mode does have a slight variation, but it is only to mimic the fact that other people would be taking umbrellas into their areas, and the likelihood of you seeing them again is very low. So it has a slight variation to mimic that part of the multiplayer game, which is a cool thing. Generally speaking, the solo mode is right here, these 2 pages, and of course you have to know how to play the game, which is what you find in the other part of the book. But this is what I like to see. I like to see a solo mode that is just going to do, you play the game the way you already know how to play it, tweak it here, tweak it there, now you're good to go. That's pretty much what this solo mode does. All right, so that's a pretty cool thing. Setup was 4 steps. It just briefly explains the turn sequence and the small changes to the game, and then how you score the game is pretty much the same. The way that it's going to end, it will end in 2 different ways. I only have 6 scoring tokens that I can use. Once I've placed my sixth scoring token, man, that's hard to say, that will end the game. Or when it's impossible to create one of the figures that are on my player board because of the umbrella tokens that are left, when that becomes impossible, that will end the game as well. And then you just tally your score, and we'll go over that in a little bit. At the bottom of this page, it does have an achievement board. Now, just kind of kicking the tires and lighting the fires. Earlier, I played the game solo earlier while the bottom 5 was rendering on my computer over there, and I used one of the easiest scoring tiles. You know, they have 4 different levels, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so I used an easy scoring, and I got 24 points, which was a well done. It goes from less than 15, which says try again. Then it says 15 to 18. It's a start. 19 to 23 points, not bad. 24 to 26 points, well done. And 27 to 30 points, impressive. And 31 points or more, good game. So I got 24 points last time. We'll see how I do this time. David Brownlee says, oh, I thought you were going to convince Jess to play TI4. No, 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 no. Veterans Day Memoir 44. Boy, oh boy, that would be a good idea. Oh, Tom, you are correct, my friend. Maybe we'll do Thorgal 2. But Memoir 44 on Veterans Day, that's happening. You are the man, brother. Good, good, good. All right. So let's get down to the table. I did get myself a new mug. I'm going to be purchasing one for Jess tomorrow. I wanted to see how good it was. But it's a white mug, and the white Flipside sticker looks pretty daggum good on it. But it's from our local shop called Steamers West. And they had these for sale. It was $20. It's a little expensive, but not as, comparatively speaking to other mugs. But I mean, I've seen mugs that are comparable to this that go for like 40 or 50 bucks in sporting goods stores. So I'm like, all right, we'll take it. Anyway, wanted to show that off because I think I really like it. And I think they did a good job on their logo and all that other kind of stuff. Anyway, we're going to show this logo because that's where we at. All right, let's see here. I am on live chat, so we are good to go. Let's go ahead and get down to the table, and I'll explain how all this is working. Coffee. All right, so in a multiplayer game of Umbrella, everybody's going to have their own player board here, and you're going to start with a number of figure tiles, which are basically just showing umbrellas in different configurations, and they are set in here by wherever the asterisk is on the board. That's where the asterisk on the tile has to be. So all three of these start here. I think in the base game you start with only 2. You start with 1 on each of these, but everybody does. And so when you finish one in a multiplayer game, you're actually going to pass it to the person to your right or left. But with these, since there's only one person out here, whenever I complete a black one, I'm going to turn it over, and then I have to orient it either here or here. So I can look at my board and look at what's out there, and I can either place it here like that, or I would have to place it here like this. So I'm only able to get through 6 of these. If I do a black one, I flip it over to the white side. Whenever I complete the white side, it just goes away. All right, so that's how these go. Now, what this is doing here, this is the scoring tile, and it's going to, first of all, I'm going to get 2 points at the end of the game for every scoring token that I put on this thing. Additionally, if I fill in a complete area here, like if I fill in all 3 of these, I'll get an additional 5 points. If I fill in these 2, I get an additional 3 points at the end of the game. If I fill in these, I get an additional 5 points, and so forth and so on. So the most that I'm going to be able to score, because I only have 6, in bonus points is 10. So if I fill in all 6 of these, I'll get an additional 10 points at the end of the game. In addition to, I'm also going to get, let me say this, if the game ends with all 6 of my scoring tokens being out here, then I'm also going to get +1 point for each of these that are in these adjacent areas, including the one that's down here on the bottom. All right, so that's another way to score extra points at the end of the game. But generally speaking, it is 2 points per scoring token at the end of the game. And if I end the game with going out of scoring tokens, then I get +1 for all of the umbrellas that are in these 4 areas. And then I'm also going to get the bonus points that are on the top of that card there. And then later on, we'll talk about the other levels of scoring tiles that you have in the game. Are there other colors of mugs? Right now, I think they only have the white. I think they only have the white. I don't think they have other colors. Let's see here. You can have any color you want as long as it's white. Right? Exactly. But I think it is only white right now. I'm not sure. Where's Rihanna? I don't know what that means. I apologize for my lack of hipness. All right. So another thing to note is that each player's board is going to have a starting configuration of where the tiles are, and that's how you place your starting configuration out here. So it is symmetrical. You know, you have this pattern here, then it's mirrored by the yellows, and then this pattern here is mirrored by the reds and the greens. So it's all kind of even, and I believe each of the different areas are going to be symmetrical in that way and even. So the way the game plays is that on your turn, you're going to be able to take a token, and I'm just so the first thing you do is you can take an umbrella from one of the 4 waiting zones around their personal board, left, right, center of the table, or from their personal waiting zone. So here is my personal waiting zone down here, and then this is mimicking the other 3 areas that I could take from in a multiplayer game. You're actually going to have like a big square in the middle of the table in a multiplayer game, and then these are just going to be in between the players. But you will choose one. For example, on my first turn, these are the patterns that I have to make. That would be, that's not good. Wow, those are a couple of really hard ones to start off with, if I'm crying out loud. All right, well, I think I know what I'm going to do. All right, so on my turn, what I would be able to do is, like for example, I'm going to choose this token here, and I'm going to slide it in. I can slide it in on any of these 4 rows from this area. If I'm bringing from here, I have to slide it in this area. If I'm taking it from down here, I have to slide it up. And if I'm taking it from here, I have to slide it down. Now, normally what would happen here is in the multiplayer game, this is going to come off, these are going to slide over, and that's going to drop in there right there. Normally, this would just simply go over to this waiting area, but in the solo mode, it's actually removed from the board. All right? Because that's mimicking that it's going to go over there, and then it's probably going to move around and not get used again. And it's also probably a way to kind of rein in the broad nature of the game if you're playing it with multiplayers. Anyway, I'm starting to work on this one right here, if you can't see that. So I've got blue and blue here, and I need to get blue and blue over here, basically. So what I think I'm going to do now is I think I'll take this red and I'll bring it over here, and that red will come out. Now, you don't have to match the colors. It's just a thing. Oh, well, see, that was dumb. No, I didn't mean to take the red. I meant to take the blue because I need to do that. All right, so, and there you go. See, I don't even have to, I took out a red and I put on a blue. See, you don't have to pick the same colors. That's what yeah, see, that's the ticket. Well, this one, I'm going to do this. And this is going to push these over here like that. And so with this pattern, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I finished this pattern, so I'm going to be able to flip this over, and I'm going to be able to look at my thing and see if I want to put it here. That doesn't seem very good. Or how about here? Maybe. Neither of them are really good, so I'm just going to do this. Now, since I used blue to do that, I can take this scoring token and put it on any blue space that's on my scoring tile. So, I think what I'll do is I'll put it right here, because now I'm going to try to get a red. I'm going to try to finish a figure with a red and green, so I can finish this up and get a bonus 5 points at the end of the game. All right, so now I can just continue playing. Now, what I had to basically do there was I took 3 turns. In a multiplayer game, you're going to be, um, you're only going to be doing one of those, and then it's somebody else's turn. But I took 3 turns, pretty close together. And normally, you can only score, well, normally, strike that word, you can only score one of these figure tiles per turn. So if you are able to get a configuration that satisfies more than one, you can only finish one, and then you'll have to hold that other one until your next turn. So, but in a solo mode, you would basically just finish your turn, score that one. You would have to take an umbrella again, making sure that that stays intact, and then you could score the second one. But you can only do one figure tile per turn. Rihanna sang Umbrella. Got it. Okay. I have no idea. I don't listen to Rihanna. Was she singing in the rain? I got that reference, David. She's under one of those umbrellas. Not with Gene, but with Jay-Z. Well, that is basically what it was talking about. And it's pretty cool. The designers gave this little thing in the back of the rule book. Benoit Turpin said, I'd like to thank Almudena, Madrid's cathedral, for inspiring the game. Virginie and Leticia for their long discussions, Antoine for his infectious enthusiasm and talent, Vincent for his incredible illustrations, Flavian, the other designer, for his great first game design experience together, and Virginie for everything. So this was inspired by Madrid's cathedral, and I'm assuming they were possibly looking down and seeing people mill about with their umbrellas in hand and say, hey, we could do this. This is actually called Umbrella Slidin' in the Rain. Oh, see that? But that's how that goes. All right, so I just finished this. I just placed that. So what are we going to do next? Now, I can also do this one if it works out better than anything else. So maybe it would. I'll take this off and slide that up and put this right here. That'll work. But that's doing yellow. Poop. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see how it works. And then in order to finish this one, I would need to take... Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, I can do it from here, though. All right. Oh, that's really... I don't like how many blues I'm losing. I only have 2, 3 left. Erg. But I could get it done that way, that's for sure. All right, I'm doing it. I'm going to put this here, and that's going to come out. And so now I have that pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can take this and put it on one of the yellow spots. I could be, very, optimistic and put it on here, hoping that I'll finish all 6 of these. Sure, let's do that. All right, my next one has to be a blue one almost. Now that this is a white one and I finished it, I can just get rid of it. And now, see, somebody just dinged me. What was that? Okay. All right, that's Jesse and my dad talking to each other. All right, that's not bad. All right, so now we've got these dudes here to deal with. So, okay, well, this one's not bad. But, man, I've only got yellow to bring in over here, which means that I'm going to have to use a whole lot of other things somewhere else. Or I just pull up to there. That could work. All right, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull a yellow off here. And these are going to scoot down, and I'm going to choose, let's put a blue in there. No. Yeah, let's put a blue in there. That'll make it a little bit easier. So this comes out here, and so I've got that there, and now I think we'll pull a blue off here, put that in there, and then, oh man, that's 4 reds that I've done. Jeez Louise. All right, I'm gonna have to use them. All right, so now I've got this right here, 2 green and 2 green here. So that means I'll be able to put another one. Let's see, we'll put that right there. Okay. Then, all right, so now that I've done that, I got to flip this over. We'll put it right there just like that. That's something I think I can do pretty easily. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to put that here. Pull the green off. That slides down. That comes on here. Oh no. Let's redo that. I don't like that at all. That was not a good thing. All right, so first, I don't want to pull more yellows, but that's gonna hurt. Oh no, it's here. That comes off, this goes on. There we go. Okay. So that comes out of here. And then we're gonna take this one and put it here, pull the yellow off. That moves down here. And we gotta get one of those blues way down here. Could pull up here, which is the easiest way to go about it, isn't it? Like that. And so that puts blue, 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 blue. That finishes this, and then that goes right there. So that's going to be an extra 5 points at the end of the game for me. Do the reds from the side and or bottom, and our bottom, your top. This is my bottom, and this is my top. So you are looking at it backwards. Could do the greens from the right. Yep. All right, so now I have these to work with, or these. So I could get the greens actually pretty easily, I think. What I think I'll do is I'll pull in, I want to make sure there's some reds here, so I'm going to pull this in and take this off. And that's going to go down like that. That comes away. And then we're going to have a red come on here. And we'll push that off. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm looking at the wrong stupid pattern here. I need to get this up there. So I will take a blue off and just push this up like this. And so that finishes 1, 2, 3, 4 for this one. And that's a green. So I'll be able to put that there. Now I need to get this red. So if I go here, that's definitely doable. Yep. All right, so we'll do that. And, oh, nuts. Maybe. Yep, that has to go there. And, all right, so this is going to go here, which will pull this off. Oh man, I don't know that I can do it. Yeah, I can't do it there. I think I can, actually. I'm going to go here first. Come off. And then here. This comes off, that comes down. And then I'll push this here. And that does red corners, red here, boom. So this would flip over, and it doesn't matter because this is my last one. So I got that. All right, so that actually ends the game. All right, so that ends the game. So now what we do is, like I said earlier, and I'm just double checking to make sure. So the last scoring token has been placed, so I have all 6 of my scoring tokens out there. And so I get 2 points for every scoring token, so that's 12. Then we get additional points based on the scoreboard that we used. So I had plus 10, so that's 22. Then, because I get, if the last scoring token was placed, I also score 1 point for each of these things out here. So I did 12, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 25 points is well done. All right, so that's how you play the game. And it's a really good way to basically just teach yourself how everything works. What I'm going to do now, that was on the easiest mode. So I told you I was going to show you these later on. So you have basically, let me move this a little bit so that you can see how these are. So you have, these are the easy ones because it's at level 1 here. You see that? So if I put all the level 1s out here, you'll see that it's a 4-player game, by the way, multiplayer. You'll see that each person has a little bit of a different configuration on what they can score and where. All right, so you kind of see that, right? So these are all the level 1s. Now, I'm going to choose one of these level 2s. All right, and you have level 2s up here that can be used, and you can see that, oops, I had it right. You can see that some of them are either or. All right, and I want to double check to make sure that that's correct. I'm pretty sure that what that means is that you can fill that in if you do a, one or the other. It doesn't have to be using them with both. All right, on this scoreboard, if a group is completed, you also gain the points. Bicolor sports can be completed with a figure of either of the 2 required colors. It does not have to be all of them. All right, so like for example, but here's one that has 4 and you get plus 8. But that's interesting because in a level 2, you'll never be able to get both. Huh, that's interesting. I mean, I guess you're still getting the 2 points, yeah. Into the game example. Level 2, level 3, level 4. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about it. Interesting. On level 3 scoreboards, if you just flip over, level 3 scoreboards look like this. And on these scoreboards, where there are white squares, to place a token there, you must complete a figure tile placed on the space with the corresponding orientation of the asterisk symbol. So in order to do this one, I would have to complete one of these over here. In order to complete that one, I would have to do, let's see, what is it? One of these right here. It's wherever the asterisk meets. So it doesn't matter what color it is, I have to be doing that figure from that box. All right. There are no predefined groups. Each group of 2 adjacent scoring tokens will earn you an additional 3 points. Each group of 3 adjacent scoring tokens will earn you 5. Each group of 4 will, or more adjacent scoring tokens will earn 8. All right, so that's what this up here means. So if you have 2 tokens that are adjacent to each other, they score you 2 points. I'm sorry, 3 points. If you have 1, 2, 3, they score you 5, and if they have 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 8. So in the solo game, they have you go with only 6 scoring tokens. So that is that. Then finally, you have level 4s, and level 4s are going to be actually pretty cool. You also have a couple of different things going on here. So on the scoreboard, there are white squares, place a token. Same thing as level 3. So you have to place, you have to do the figure tile that's in that box in order to fill that one. Doesn't matter what color it is. There are no predefined groups, each group of 2. So also, like level 3, you're still having that groups of 2, 3, 3, or 4, scoring you 3, 5, or 8 points. There are also powers, though. To activate them, you must fill the 2 colored spots surrounding that power. So if I fill blue and red on this one, for example, you have that special power. And that power allows the player to immediately exchange the positions of 2 orthogonally adjacent umbrella tokens on their board. This one allows you to simply play a new turn. And then this one, again, oh, wait a minute. I told you wrong. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, isn't that special? Huh. This is funny. Here's my dilemma. So this is the legend down here that is explaining the different powers abilities. So, all right, that one matches this one. So that allows you to take a new turn. So I do a red and then I do a blue, or a blue and then a red, and I get to take another turn whenever I place the second one down. This one over here is definitely this one. And this power allows the player to immediately exchange the positions of 2 orthogonally adjacent umbrella tokens on their personal board. That's what this one does. Yeah. Don't know what this does. This power allows the player to immediately exchange an umbrella token from a waiting zone with an umbrella token from their personal board. So this is a disconnect. It's the wrong item. It doesn't look like that little hooky arrow, so they must have changed it on the components, but they forgot to go back and edit the rule book before they clicked print at the factory. So no big deal, but that's what level 4s do. So what do we think we're going to do? Let's just use number 4. Which one should I do? Let's shuffle them up, and it's basically multiplayer solitaire. Well, here's the thing. Leave horizontal. You can do it. Wow, I taught you almost messed up the greens. Yeah, no, I didn't. All right, so I'm taking this token, and this is going to be my scoring token for the game. I have to reconfigure my board because I do have plenty of time. So I'm going to go ahead and play again. Because why not? Because gosh darn it, people like me. I'm just joking. You may not. And that's fine if you don't. Boom. 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 Where's the yellow? Need a yellow right here. and then a blue right there. All right, so my player board is done. So now, another thing that you have to do for multiplayer setup, I'm sorry, solo setup, is that you have to get 5 of each color, umbrella, and then you're going to flip them over, and you're going to randomize them. And these are the 20 that are going to go in the starting spaces. All right, but let me just go ahead and do that. All right, a little bit of mixy, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. And once all 5 have been placed on each of the spots, you just randomly, and now you can flip them over. So that's a little bit of a variation each turn, or each game for solo mode. Now, the last thing you have to do is you have to set up your tiles, your figure tiles, in these 2 spots. And you have to do 2 stacks of 3, I think is what it said. Double check. Place on the first 2 figure spaces on the personal board, these 2 right here, you place 2 stacks of 3 figure tiles with the black side visible, following the orientation of the asterisk. All right, so since the black side is the side that's going to be up, I'm shuffling them white side up right now so I can't see what's on the black side. And I'm just going to take 1, 2, 3. Boom. From that one. And then the other half, I'm going to go ahead and give these a shuffle. Oh no. And go 1, 2, 3. And that's done. So now I'm going to turn these over and just simply put the asterisk in the same area. All right. And then these will go like that. And these, put the asterisks in the same area they are, and they will simply go like this. And so now we're ready to start another game using a level 4. Okay, over. That. All right, cool. Cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take this right here and remove that. That'll go in there like this. And then I need to get this one over here. So let's go ahead and take a yellow off and add a yellow here, which may or may not have been the best idea. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4 in that pattern right there. So we're going to go ahead and take this, and it will be flipped over, but I did green. So do I want to do this one, or do I want to do the one that will get me the most together? So I'm going to shoot for yellow next. So we'll place that there, because we don't want to do this one. Now that I have white, I need to determine, am I going to place it here, or am I going to place it here? That looks like it'll be a pretty cool thing. So, yeah, maybe we'll keep that. Like, yeah, maybe this. Let's just do that. All right, so now we want to get that yellow so we can get another turn. All right. I think we'll take this off, move these up, put that there. And then, that was a blue, yeah? I'll take this off, move it up, and put a green in there. No. A red in there. And then that red's going to come off. And we'll push this over and we'll make it another red. Like that. So now I have 1, 2, 3, and 1. 1, 2, 3, and 1. So that flips over and I have a yellow. And whenever I place that, I can automatically do another turn. Which, you know, in a solo player game, who cares? So it did say something about that. What does it allow you to do? Play again power allows you to not discard the outgoing umbrella token. Sweet. All right, so that red, I guess, comes over here because it would normally go out that way. Okay, all right. That's cool. Where do we want to put this now? Maybe here. Bing, bing. Bing, bing. Well, okay, here's the thing. I can't place it here. I have to place it here because there's already one there. When both of them are filled, I can choose which one to do. But now that they are both filled, but because they weren't both filled, this one has to be placed there. I'm sorry. All right, now, bing, bing. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go after this one, I think, next. Oh, but wait. If we go after this one next, I get that. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. But stupid. All right, so we're going to go in through here. So we got those two. We got to get this and this. These two and those two. So this one I need to be red, which is going to be really stinky. Just go 2 down. Yeah, that's what I got to do. All right, so I'm going to do this. And we'll put this in there. And then take this out. And put that in there. And I think that's it. Here. And here. So that's this. And that one's done. That allows us to put that right there. And so because this was white, it just gets taken away. We don't have to do anything. Oh, wow. And then we can go with this one. Can take this off and go up like that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 for that one, which allows me to take this and put it here. Then that can go here. And then we have, I need to do another red. Erg. I don't want to do another red. I mean, I guess I could have done that. That probably would be better. I don't have a whole lot of blues out there right now, though. But I'll do that. And ding ding. All right, we'll pull this out, pull this down, and put that there. And then oh, what did I do that for? What am I trying to do? I'm trying to do that one. Okay. Well, then I'm going to do this, push this over here, and do that. And then that, then boom, boom, like so. That gets me these patterns, so 2 and 2 is this. That gets removed, and that is a blue. And that allows me to, what did it say? That allows me to, oh, that was the one that was, okay, it allows a player to immediately exchange an umbrella token from their waiting zone with an umbrella token on their personal board. So I could just do this like that. And then, so that was this, and then I'm going to take this out and move these down along with, it doesn't matter, that one. And that allows me to finish this, 2 and 2, finishing that right there. So this one would get flipped over, and it would have to be placed like that. But I've got all 6 out, and that time I did a lot better, I think, because I get 12 and then 10 more for having 3 and 3. So that's 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 points, baby. That is impressive, y'all. Shoot. All right, but you get the idea, yeah? Push red up from the bottom. I'm sorry. I'm like just not. Well, okay, here's the thing. Level 4 doesn't really change. It doesn't really change the difficulty of the game. It just changes how you can score the game. But on top of that, it also gives you these additional powers, like this one right here, that allowed me to bring something back in, or rather, I'm sorry, not lose a tile. That's pretty big. That's pretty big indeed. Really good. This one that allows me to swap one from a waiting area to my personal board. That is what really basically allowed me to, I would have scored, what, 27 points instead of that, because I would have had to have lost at least one more to make that last move work. Probably 2, because I would have had to move one here and I would have had to move one here, so I would have only had 26. So that ability right there gave me 2 points, basically. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool indeed. I like it. I'm sorry I didn't keep track of the chat. I know you guys were giving me some pointers there. Leave horizontal, you can do it. Is it basically multiplayer solitaire? Actually, is this game on BGA? That I don't know about, Al. I can check on it, though. Let me come back up top. David Brownlee says, yep. So usually, Board Game Arena. Let's see here. I don't want to start playing. I just want to see what games you have. Well, let's go ahead and plus that. Sign in with Google, maybe? I don't know. It's been so long since I've been on this. I am 15 years or older. Well, in years, yes. Choose a username. All right, I'm just going to use that one right there. And then I'll use my fingertips. It already exists? Come on. All right, let's just log in then. Sign in as Sam Healy. There you go. Boom, boom. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Start playing now. If this is your email, you can try. Okay. Let's go ahead and recover my password here. All right. No, not that. It's been so long since I played on BGA. This is kind of interesting. All right, now I have to go check that email. Bing. Use Chrome. Choose a password. I know this is riveting, isn't it? All right, success. Let's see if I can get back in here now. Log in. Did it work? It's loading. I got a new trophy. I'm an elder. 3 years seniority on BGA. Can't you tell? Oh dear. All right, here we go. Let's see. Brilla. Bink. Yep, it is definitely there. Abstract games. Absolutely. 19 minutes, 2 to 4 players. Yep. Definitely there. So David was right. So completing the tiles don't give you points. No, they don't. It's placing your scoring tokens on your scoring sheet. That's what's giving you points. Think of it, if you hold your tongue just right, squint your eyes a little bit. Think of it kind of like the scoring mechanism is almost, it has the feel, for me at least, of a roll and write, almost. Because whenever you finish a figure tile, you are able to place a scoring token on any of the things that match that color, or if you're using these level 3s and 4s, the figure tile configuration that you used. So, and how many scoring tokens you get out there in groups of 2, 3, or 4 is what's going to score you more points. You will also score points in a, let me see, in a, all right, yeah, you get 2 points for each scoring token placed on the scoreboard. You get, oh, that's a difference. Okay, so, oh, okay, let me just go ahead and show this to you, because it's you can read for yourselves. I don't need to help you. All right, so regular game, you're going to score 2 points for every scoring token on your sheet. Then you're going to score -1 point for every umbrella that is in your personal waiting area. Then you're going to get 2 points if their personal waiting area is empty. So if it's empty, you get 2 more points here. And then you're going to get bonus points for the groupings of your scoring tokens that you have. And then this gives you an end of game example over here as well. So, you know, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out there, so they got 12 points for that. They had 1 token in their personal waiting area, so they got -1 for this. And then they got this group, which was 5, and this group, which was 3, so that's 8 points. So they're up to 20, back down to 19, and that's what they have. The only difference between this and the solo mode is that the negative points for having 1 in your waiting area down here is taken away. If you end the game by putting all 6 of your scoring tokens out there, then this is actually +1 point for you, along with any umbrellas that are left in these areas. Now, somebody did ask the question earlier, so it's just multiplayer solitaire. You would think so, but in a multiplayer game, these waiting areas are shared between players. So when you're only really concerned about scoring things on your board. But when you push an umbrella off of your board, it becomes available for the player on the side that you pushed it off to, which takes what would normally be a multiplayer solitaire game and kind of makes it not so. Because you definitely are only concerned on scoring what's on your board and the things that are here, but when you move a tile off and make it available for somebody else, that affects their game. So there is interaction that way. Additionally, whenever you finish a figure tile, whenever you finish the pattern, it doesn't go on your board. It goes to the person to the right or the left of you. And basically now that becomes one that they have to do in order to clear up that spot on their board. And so you can kind of affect what they have to be doing on their turns, which could be totally foreign to what they've been doing so far. So there is interaction between players. It's not just multiplayer solitaire. Jesse is doing well, Karen. We were getting in the car yesterday, and we were going to pick up my youngest son, Aiden, from youth group, and Daphne picks up Dante. They're further out, and so anyway, we were getting in the car, and she sat. I opened the door for her. She sat down. Ow! Ow! Oh my gosh! And a few choice words, and her choice words, not actual choice words. Anyway, I was like, "What did you do?" And she was obviously in pain. And then she started giggling a little bit. And she said, I literally just sat on my thumb and it hurt. So we're like, what in the world? One of the effects of her MS, she was diagnosed with MS about a year ago. And one of the effects of that is that her hands are just, she doesn't have the feeling in them that normal, working hands do. And so, you know, her hands work fine. You know, she's lost some of the strength in them, but she can't always tell what position her hand is in. She just feels the pressure that it's down there. And we think that's what happened. Either her thumb might have got caught on her pocket or something like that, and she hyperextended or dislocated her thumb or something like that. She was messing with it last night, and she kind of felt it pop back into place, I guess. So she thinks she may have dislocated her thumb by sitting on it. But she excels at these kinds of things. I think she's doing okay. It is still sore, but it's making her, you know, some of the regular tasks of the day a little bit more difficult. But I asked her multiple times, "You want me to take you to the emergency room, get it looked at, get it X-rayed?" And she was like, "No, I don't think it's broken. I don't think it's broken." And she was feeling it and touching it and bending it and all that kind of stuff. So we didn't think it was broken. I think it's just sore. I think the most that she did is she like jammed it or hyperextended it maybe, or possibly dislocated it. But I think she's doing okay now. Thank you for asking. But I think she's doing all right. Seems like the score is going to be highly dependent on the luck of the tile draw. You kind of look for an efficient path from tile to tile, but yes, that is correct. So other players can take an umbrella you might be planning on using. That is correct. What is the price? Per BGG, David says $40. Yikes. Thought maybe $20 range. 32 to 20 from online retailers on the U.S. All right. Well, here's one of the things that might affect your choices there. Now, these probably just look like cardboard. They are not. These are all wooden tokens, and they're heat printed on one side with Vincent Dutrait's artwork, and they're just regular wood on the other side. So just understand, these are double layered, so that, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, up here, this is not double layered, all right? But all of this stuff down here, it's all double layered, all right? So double layered player boards, good stock cardboard for the waiting areas, wooden umbrella tokens, and you have wooden scoring tokens as well. All of these are cardboard, but they are also dual-sided. So there's, and this is kind of everything that comes in the game. You have enough for a 4-player game that you can use. So there is a good bit. I didn't have everything out on the board. Let me just put everything out here so that you can kind of see all of the stuff that comes in the box. But you've got 4 dual-layered player boards. All right. You have all of the wooden tokens. You have for a multiplayer game, you have this square waiting area that goes in the middle of the table. Then you have another waiting area here. Oh, and there's another scoring token in there. But that is basically what comes in a box of umbrella. So there you go. $32 to $40 online retailers in the U.S. Yeah, I think I paid around 30 bucks at. I bought mine from Miniature Market, and they may have been running a sale on it, but I don't remember for sure. Let me just double check real quick. Yeah, $31.99. So 32 bucks. 32 bucks at Miniature Market right now. That's where I bought it from. And Miniature Market has free shipping for, oh, what is it? Free shipping for orders over $99, I think. Maybe it's 90 bucks. I can't remember exactly, but they do have free shipping after you get up to a certain amount. Most sites do, but just wanted to let you know that. How much does BGA cost? I don't remember how much. I don't think it costs anything to play. There might be membership amounts. Let me see. Please let me still be logged in. Please let me still be logged in. Please let me still be logged in. Okay, I am good. Yeah. I am a premium subscriber. Ooh. Well. Aren't I something other than normal? I have a yearly subscription. Let's see. Current premium subscription is $36 a year. So $3 a month. There you go. That's probably worth it. I mean, this is $32. I'm not trying to push you away from going to purchase the I think this is a great game. I'm not going to mince any words about that. But, I mean, for the price of Umbrella, you can go play however many number of games you really want to play over 12 months. It's up to you. Do you play much on BGA? Nope. I don't really care for online gaming. Neither do I, Tom. It's just not something that I spend so much time looking at a computer screen, editing and all that kind of stuff. When I'm done with work, I don't want to look at a computer screen anymore. So, yep, you're something other than normal. I am. I am. It's awesome. It's awesome not being normal. All right, well, that is that. We played a couple of games of solo mode Umbrella, so go check that out on BGA if you wish. See what you think. I enjoy the game. I think I probably enjoy the multiplayer a little bit more, but I do enjoy how this mimics that multiplayer experience pretty well, and you can get it done very fast. One thing on BGA, I don't think you can play it solo on BGA. I did notice that it said 2 to 4 players on BGA, so you may not be able to do the solo mode on BGA, but you can definitely get in there and see if some other people will join in and kick the tires, light the fires a little bit. All right, well, that is about it. Thank you for joining me. I certainly appreciate it. I got to get back to editing, and it's the life of glitz and glamour for the content creator. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Come on back tomorrow. JT and I will be playing Middle Ages. I've had my eye on this one for a while, so I'm glad we can finally get it to the table. JT's had his copy for a while now, but other games have been taking the limelight and distracting him from learning how to play Middle Ages. So we are finally getting it to the table tomorrow, and there's a good possibility that we'll have a special guest with us as well. It won't be Jessie. Jessie will be going in for an IV treatment tomorrow for MS, so if you would keep her in your prayers tomorrow, I know she would definitely appreciate that. There were some complications the last time that she went in and did that, and so we would like for those complications not to happen this time. But it is what it is. But if you'd pray along that end with us, we would appreciate that very much so. But we may have a special guest along with me and JT tomorrow, so we'll see how that works out. Gotta see if everybody's work schedules plays nice, and if that happens, we'll have 3 players playing Middle Ages tomorrow, not just me and JT. But at the very least, the dangerous duo will be here in reality. So thank you for being here. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care.